Welcome once again to Angie Claud Yoga. This will be a moderate level yoga class. Always remember in any yoga practice to never push yourself to a point of pain or strain at all. That's not what this practice is about. This practice is about learning your body and bringing awareness and attention to your mind and your heart so that you can understand more about your body. And in doing so, you can have more respect for your body, your mind, your spirit, who you are, what makes you what you are. So come to this place with that intent to just allow yourself to truly be who you are. Allow yourself to just be, to just let the breath flow, to just allow the thoughts to flow, to allow your feelings to be felt. So give yourself this precious gift. It's the present. Take your next deep breath in. Allow your face to climb skyward if you can do so. Feel the stretch occur in the anterior portion of the throat. Breathe. Start to feel the face relax. Releasing all expression. Let go of lines in your forehead. Muscles around your eyes soften. Any clenching or tightness in the cheek and the jaw, around the teeth, it all subsides. Your face finds relaxation. Take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, allow your chin to float down to your chest. Feel the stretch now in the posterior portion of the neck. Start to allow the chin to float from side to side, that half moon sway, back and forth. Maybe allowing the head to come full circle if that feels good to you. One way several times, and then the other. Breathe. The next time the chin rolls over the left collarbone, let it reside there. Lift the chin up, allow it to float over the right collarbone now. Release the chin to the chest. Draw the arms back behind you. Let the shoulder blades reach towards one another as you maybe lift the face back skyward. Take a breath in and out. Once more, take a breath in and release that breath. Bring the arms to heart center. Set your intention for your class. Maybe that intention is just to allow yourself to be. Let the practice be what it wants and needs to be today. Allow your body to move and flow into the positions that it feels good in. Never push it. Don't try to have an expectation of the class, of yourself, or even myself. Just allow things to be. Learning contentment, learning peace. Take a deep breath in. And as you release that breath, let go. Let go of all the stuff that you came to this practice with. Whether it be weighing on your mind, on your shoulders, or on your heart. Try to be light. Try to let go. Slowly open up the eyes. Once again, bring the arms back behind you. Open up through the heart here. A nice chest opener as we bring those shoulder blades back towards one another. And then keeping the hip bones forward, bringing the right arm over to the left knee into our Uttanasana, our half spinal twist. Remember, those hips always stay forward to protect that lumbar spine. We twist from the rib cage up here in our half spinal twist. And the more of my back hand that's on the floor, the deeper the stretch. So if I'm on my fingertips, which is fine, but not as deep of a stretch as if I'm on the base of my knuckles or even if I have my whole hand down on the mat. Maybe I want to come a little more into this by wrapping the arms around the body. Drawing that left shoulder back this time, drawing the navel back to the spine. Uttanasana, half spinal twist. Come and practice with me often. It won't take long before you learn these Sanskrit names of the postures. So you'll hear me say something and you'll easily know exactly where to go into the posture. Release back. Open up through the heart once again. Draw the navel in. Keep the hips forward. Now the left arm coming to the right knee. Drawing that right shoulder back, opening up through the right side of the chest here. Maybe staying there, maybe coming a little bit deeper, wrapping the arms around the body as if giving yourself a hug. And releasing here. Nice. Take your right knee over your left leg. Give that top leg a hug. Feel that stretch around that outer thigh. Draw the navel back. Keep the body nice and long here. Maybe come a little deeper into this by pulling that right foot back, stacking one knee on top of the other, deepening the stretch here through your outer thigh. Remember, if you start to move into this and it doesn't feel good, take what you need, leave the rest behind. So you ease back out into the position we were in beforehand. So remember, you can play with the postures, and this might be a day-to-day thing. So see how it feels. If it doesn't feel good, listen to your body. Ease back out. Same thing now on the opposite side. So now I bring my left leg in front of my right leg, and I hug onto the left. Lengthening through the trunk of the body, tightening through the core, stretching through that outer thigh. Maybe staying right here. Maybe pulling that foot back, stacking one knee on top of the other. Breathe. Nice. Now opening the legs up into a nice V. So a nice wide stretch here, flexing through the feet. And then starting to walk the hands forward, coming down as little or as much as it feels good to you. Now keep the back long here. So draw the navel in back to the spine and fold forward. So keeping the back long, maybe stopping again right here. Maybe easing down a little further, maybe coming to where the forearms can marry the floor. Getting a great stretch here in your adductors to warm them up, your inner thighs. Taking a few breaths here. Nice. As you lift up, turn your chest towards your left leg, keeping your legs exactly the same. Now my chest is going to float over the leg, keeping the back as long as you can, feeling this stretch a little deeper now on the right as it's tugging on that right inner thigh. My core is tight, my back is long, folding the upper body over the lower body. Maybe coming a little deeper here, grabbing onto that left big toe, reaching skyward with the right arm, feeling that stretch a little more in the right oblique now. Rotate through your right wrist. Motion being lotion, always a good thing to rotate through your joints. Lifting back up. Tilting the chest now towards the right leg. Folding forward over that right leg, flexing through the foot, stretching through the hamstring, but feeling that deeper pull now down the left inner thigh, the left adductor. Breathe. Maybe coming a little deeper, grabbing onto that big toe. Lifting that left arm skyward, stretching through that left oblique. Reach. Breathe. Nice. Coming back up and coming back towards the center, just maybe coming a little further now that you're warming up into your practice. Maybe not. Remember, where you are is where you're supposed to be. Never push yourself past where you should be. This is not a competition. This is your practice. This is your time. Breathe. Nice. Lift on up and come onto your knees, finding your way into your table. So your hands are here under your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hip. And just start to shift the hip to one side and the other, starting to feel that nice pull, that nice stretch in your oblique. Nice. Lifting through your heart here, finding your way into your cow pose. Remember, I don't need to strain through the head or neck. I'm lifting through my heart, cow. And then I lift through the back, contracting through the core, releasing the head down, cat. Flowing back and forth, cow. Coming back, cat. Inhale, cow. child's pose. So child's pose, a place that we honor the body. So you can come here anytime you need to, anytime you wish. This is your place. If you need a place of rest, come here. Child's pose. Stretching, lengthening through the back, lengthening through the arms, planting the palms onto the mat, opening the fingers wide. Thumbs look towards one another, draw the body back, and then press the tailbone down as you tilt through the pelvic area. Feel that navel draw in. Balasana, child's pose. Nice. Now lift back up and extend your left leg behind you. As if you never lifted the leg. You don't want to shift and lean to the right. Instead, you're keeping your hip bones focused to the floor, equal weight into your hands. Nice. And then we extend that left leg, either to hover over to the right, or maybe I plant the palm of the foot down onto the mat. Your choice. Feeling that stretch down the left oblique, I can stay here or I can reach back with my right arm. Opening up through the right side of the chest a little more here. Noting the strength being built in the left arm, and we make sure that we have joint on top of joint. Shoulder over elbow over wrist. You can always make a fist if you have issues with your wrist here. Nice. Releasing back. Come back to your child's pose. Balasana, child's pose. Nice. Same thing on the opposite side now. I come up, I found my hands directly underneath my shoulders. My core is tight, my back is long. I extend through my right leg now. Again, hips focused to the floor. Weight even into the hands. Head and neck relaxed. And then maybe taking that right leg now as far over to the left, either to hover. Hovering always more challenging. But if I choose, I can set that foot down, putting weight into the ball of the foot. Breathe. Maybe I want to open up through the left side of the chest, making sure the right arm is directly underneath the right shoulder as I pick up that left hand and come back. Breathe. Nice. Coming back. Back to your tabletop, keeping your right knee at the center of the mat. Take your right hand in so that when you rotate to the left, you're on your right hand, directly underneath your right shoulder. And you're lifting your left arm, and maybe you stay right here in your half side plank. Maybe you lift through that left leg to balance, to challenge. Maybe you extend that left arm over, come into that nice long posture. Breathe. Maybe I challenge here. Bending through that back leg, reaching back, grabbing onto the foot, coming back into that bow, much like our tiger bow, but here on the side in our half side plank. Feeling that stretch in the quadricep, opening up through the left side of the chest. Creating resistance as we pull the foot in but push it away at the same time. And then we extend back. Lengthen. And release. Child's pose. Stretch. Nice. Once again from your child's pose, coming up now, it's your left knee that's to the center. Your right leg is extended out. And again, we make sure we always have joint on top of joint, so that left hand is directly underneath the elbow and the shoulder, the right arm lifts, and maybe I stay right here. Maybe this is more than enough today. But maybe I want to challenge. Lengthening through that right arm, finding that nice long posture here. Balancing, utilizing strength. Breathe. Maybe coming to that bow as I bend through the leg, grabbing onto the foot, drawing back, open up through the right side of the chest. Side bow. Extend back out. And release back down. Now I find my way back into my child's pose. And I curl through my toes and I push into the balls of my feet, driving my hips skyward, pressing my heels down, finding my way into my downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now as slowly as you can, I want you to see if you can walk the feet. As slowly as you can. Try to keep the whole foot on the mat. And come as high up towards the hands as you can, keeping the whole foot on the mat. Maybe you can come halfway. Maybe you can find your way all the way to the hands. It doesn't matter. If you did, you found your way in Uttanasana, forward fold. Release the arms, come skyward, keep the core tight. Breathe. Release, back down. Slowly walking the feet out. Hands under shoulders, slowly walk the feet back out. Feel the core tighten, feel the muscles in the leg. Come back out to your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Remember in your down dog, your hips are lifted, your heels are pressing towards the floor, the weight's in your hands, your head is relaxed. Let's try that again. Walk slowly, use your core, press into the whole foot, feel the whole back of the leg working here. As you come forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. This time maybe coming into a twist. Right arm skyward. Left arm down, head relaxed. Breathe. Releasing down, same thing to the opposite side. And back, making your feet make their way back into your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now lift your right leg skyward. Lift. Draw in. Again, lift. Draw in. As you draw in, bend through your left knee. Put pressure into the ball of that foot. Draw the knee into the chest. Then as you extend through the leg, push that heel down. Again, bend both knees. One comes into the chest, one you're pressing on the ball of the foot. Extend, press the heel down. Couple more. Bend, extend. Last one. Bend and extend. Nice. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Flow forward into a plank. Lift into your king cobra. Look to the right. Look to the left. Chin to the chest. Draw the shoulders back. Breathe. Curl through the toes, push into the balls of the feet, drive the hips skyward, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg now, your three-legged dog. Draw the left knee in, bend through the right, push against the ball of that right foot, core is tight. Then as you extend, lengthen through the right leg and the left, pressing the right heel towards the mat. Once again, bend, contract, Extend. Lengthen. Press that heel down. Bend. Exhale. Lengthen. Inhale. Couple more. Bend. Exhale. Lengthen. Inhale. Nice. Lower that leg down. Again, flow to your plank. Lift to your king cobra. Chin to the right. Maybe lift through the right leg. Chin to the left. Maybe lifting to the left. Chin to the chest. Maybe lifting both. Feel the weight in the hands. Notice how they're holding you up. Feel the stretch in the trunk of the body. As you settle your feet to the mat, bring them to the outer edge of the mat. Push into the balls of the feet. Drive the hips skyward. Come into your wide leg, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. Your wide leg forward fold. Remember, you can always bend the knees if this is better, or you can keep them long, but keep your core tight. Fold the upper body over the lower body. Breathe. Once again, twisting. Maybe this time a little further. Maybe the left hand comes over to the right, and then the right arm climbs skyward. Feel that stretch in the right leg. This should feel good. And back. Same thing on the opposite side now. Right arm to the left foot, left arm climbs. And back. Nice. Bend through your knees if you can. Maybe just a little, maybe a little more. Maybe you can come to your squat. If you can come down into a squat, I want you to press your buttocks down. And I want you to keep your knees on top of your feet. Keep your heart lifted. If you can, hands to the inside of the legs. And then bring your hands to, or elbows to the inside of the knees. Bring your hands into heart center. And then just wedge those hands down so that you create resistance. You're pushing with the elbows against the inner thighs. This tends to be a little easier for women than men because of the way we're built, but this is a great posture, a great way to open up those inner thighs and the hips. Nice. If you choose here, bring the right arm behind you. Press the buttocks down, press into the feet, keep the core tight. Then back. Let that bottom just drop towards the floor, lift the heart up, maybe moving now to the opposite side, whether you're on the fingertips of the whole hand or the base of the knuckles, you choose. And back. Nice. Bring your hands down, lift through the legs, lengthening through the legs here. Walk the feet together. You're on the back of your mat in your Uttanasana, forward fold, your slow reverse swan dive, lifting you up. Nice. Now, finding your flow. Working with the breath here. I want you to concentrate on the breath a little bit more. Bring the arms skyward. Inhale up. Exhaling down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale your hands to your shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale back down, forward fold. Inhale your left foot back and your right into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, flow forward to your plank, half or full. Inhale, lift your heart, King Cobra. Exhale, come back to your plank. Inhale, lift. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, walk the feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale your slow reverse swan dive. Exhaling. Your hands to heart center. What are you thinking about? Maybe you're thinking about squats. Maybe you're ready for some squats, some quadricep, some gluteus work today. So, working the glutes, the quads, the legs, taking your feet underneath your hips, and coming into that seated posture, that squat, that chair pose, pressing the buttocks down, keeping the knees right on top of the feet, making sure the weight shifts to the heel. Nice. I want you to settle the right arm down, lift through the left. Press the buttocks down, keep a nice tight core, and come back. Now the opposite. Left hand to left foot, right arm lifts. Keep your squat, and back. Right arm to right, and back. Left arm to left, and back. Couple more. Press that buttocks down, tighten that core. And last one. Lift. And back. Nice. Bring the arms behind the legs. Press the buttocks down. Breathe. Maybe come into a stretch here if you need it in your Uttanasana. Already started to really warm those quadriceps up. Bend back through your knees. Uttanasana, chair pose. Nice, lift on up. Take your right foot and step out. A big enough step that you have a 90-degree angle. So you want, again, the knee always on top of the foot. Always want to stack the joints. I want you to dip with the back leg. Come down and slowly come up. And when you come up, keep a squat. Don't come all the way up out of it if you can help it. Come down. Come up just a tad. When you come up, push into the foot. Push against the ball of the foot. Come down. Come up. Again. Down, you're driving with the knee, your hips staying over the knee. Down, and up. Feel the tension in the legs, you're building strength. Down, and up. Maybe this has already become way too easy and you're thinking, challenge me, Angie, challenge me. If so, come down, come up. Now we're working balance and strength. Come down, tight core, drive that knee down. Come up. Remember, I'm not thinking so much of folding over. I'm thinking of bending with the knee to come down. Couple more. Come down. Come up. Last one. Come down. And come up. Nice. Come forward. Whew. Should feel those quads. You should be warm, a lot warmer. Now you're stepping back with the right foot. Bending through the back knee. Drive that knee down as little or as much as you can. Start to notice tension, not just in that back quad, but in the front leg as you're pushing into that foot. Come down. Come up a little. Come down, come up. Now, if you're having an issue with balance, we know that the wider our gait, the easier it is to balance. So if you need to step that foot out a bit to do this, do it. If you're feeling pressure in the kneecap, you want to make sure that you have that knee on top of the foot. Because if you don't, you will put pressure on that kneecap, and we don't want to do that, obviously. All right, this has already become easy. Down, drive with the knee, and up. Down. And up. So yes, I'm reaching down, but I'm getting down there by driving the knee down. And up. I want to feel that, and that back quad. Down. And up. 2 or 3 more. Down. And up. 2 more. Down. And up. Last one. Down. And up. Nice. Step back. Whew. Should notice here. Should notice your quads. Nice. Now I want you to stay bent through your knee. Extend through the leg. Lengthen. Feel that tension in your right leg. Keeping the knee on top of the foot. Bring that front knee forward. Still keeping that leg you're on bent, but the knee on top of the foot. Lifting if you can with the left leg, but if you need to, keeping that toe to the floor. Can you lengthen through the leg here? Even with the bend in this knee. And back. Bring it back out. Nice and long. Good job. Ease back down. Uttanasana, chair pose. Same thing now on the opposite side. I keep the left knee bent. I pick up the right foot. I extend and lengthen. If I need to keep my toes on the floor, I do. I'm trying not to lean to the left. I want to stay upright. Draw the knee in. Keep that left knee bent if you can. I know this is a balance challenge. Work with me. Do what you can. Always remember, take what you need, leave the rest behind. Can you lengthen? And back. And extend. And down. Nice job. Come on up. Whew. Should feel good. Full body stretch, reaching here to the right. Remember, I'm not leaning as much as I'm reaching, because I want to keep the body in a nice tall line, joint over joint, and reach with the arms. Come back skyward, same thing now to the left. Finding our way to a sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. Hands to heart center. Are you letting your body be? Are you letting it move the way it wishes? Or are you pushing yourself too far? Notice how you feel. Catch your breath if you've lost it. Bring the arms skyward. Swan dive down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bring your hands to your shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Press your arms back down. Pick up your right knee and extend it back behind you. You've come to your runner's lunge. You want a knee on top of foot. And you bring your left arm to the inside and lengthen through that front leg first. And then lift through that right arm. You came right into triangle, trick asana, one of my favorites. As if you're suspended here by your right hand. Remember, I can always pick up my left hand and rest it on my shin if that's easier. Putting a little weight into it here. But the more I hover or dangle that left arm, more my core has to take over. I'm drawing that right shoulder back. Maybe I bring that right arm back behind me to open up through the right side of the chest. Maybe I want to pick up the left arm now. Much like binding our posture, but keeping that left leg long to really stretch through that inner thigh and through the back of the leg. Breathe. Release back into your triangle. Release the right arm down. Finding that hamstring stretch. Maybe staying right here, stretching through the hamstring this way. Maybe challenging, turning that back foot so that the toes look in the same angle, and then lifting through that back leg into your standing split. Doesn't matter how much or how high that back leg lifts, just lift it as high as you can. Maybe from here coming into that half moon, lowering the leg parallel to the floor, bringing that right arm skyward, half moon pose. Of course, last but not least, bringing the gaze to the ceiling. And releasing back down. Finding your lunge, marrying your left foot to your right. Downward facing dog. Flow forward with me to your plank, to your king cobra. Looking to the right, looking to the left. Bringing the chin to the chest, drawing the shoulders back. Breathe. Curling through the toes, coming to your plank, lifting to your down dog. Stretch. Now it's the right leg that climbs skyward, the right knee draws in, the right foot steps forward. Lift and place. Spinning the back foot, lengthening through the front leg, lifting through the left arm. Coming to our triangle now on the opposite side. Lengthening through that leg. Keep that leg long. Remember, you can always pick that hand up and place it on that shin. There's always a modification. Always. And if you find one that's better for you, do it. As long as it's safe and you're not doing anything to strain any part of your body or causing any pain, go ahead and do it. Triangle. Draw that left shoulder back. Maybe bring that left arm behind. Maybe you just want to open up to the left side of the chest. Maybe you want to pick up the right now and bind with your arms. So in other words, grab on to both arms behind you. Let the chest drop and the upper body to stretch the lower body. Triangle, a modification. Nice. Release the left arm down. Come to that hamstring stretch. Maybe I stay right here. This is such a great thing to stretch your hamstrings. You know, you've heard me say many times, but they do tug on those lower back muscles. There's so many times it's camouflaged. We think that it's our lower back, and it's really just those tight hamstrings pulling, tugging on the muscle. From here, if I wish, I can turn my back foot so that my toes look the same way, and I can shift to my front foot and lift my opposite leg, coming into my standing split. I can always move into half moon. The the leg drops down to be parallel to the floor. The left arm skyward now, the right arm down. Half moon. And of course, bringing your gaze skyward is the last and trickiest part. Very much a balanced posture, said to be one of the best postures that we have in yoga because it uses every part of the body. And it really works the central nervous system. And we release. And release that left leg down. Slow reverse swan dive, come on up. Hands travel to heart center. Where are my thoughts? Where are my feelings? Once again, am I allowing my body to just be and flow, or am I pushing myself too hard? One more sun salutation. Bring the arms skyward. Remember here, if I like a bend in the back, I can do so, but I always want to squeeze the gluteus, so squeeze your buttocks tight to protect the lower back. Keep you from coming back too far. Bring the arms back skyward. Draw the navel in, lengthen through the body, release the body down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Bring your hands to your shins, half forward fold. Press back down. Take the left knee this time into the chest, extend it behind you. You found your runner's lunge. From your runner's lunge, take your right foot and ease it over to the left, finding your way into your pigeon pose. Pigeon is something that a lot of people like, but like anything else, it's good for some, not good for the other. So if this does not feel good to you, then just take your back leg and swing it around and lie on your mat, pulling that leg up towards your chest. It's the exact same thing. You're just not putting weight onto that hip like you are if you're here, upright. Pigeon pose. I want you to curl through your back toes, push against the ball of your foot and lift your leg up, and immediately you should have noticed your gluteus tighten, the tension in your legs, your core tighten, because remember you took weight off. Anytime we take weight off, the core is going to take over for you. My hands are directly under my shoulders as I lift up my right leg and bring it skyward into my three-legged dog. Maybe I want to open that hip a little more, bending through the knee, pushing the sole of the foot to the left, looking up and underneath my right armpit, and that hip opener. Breathe. Maybe staying right here, maybe flowing with me a time or two. Bring that knee into the chest. Bring it as you were coming into your pigeon, but hovering, and then coming back. Maybe that felt good. Maybe you want to do it again. Lengthen, draw in, hover, come back. Nice. Settle that right leg down. Lift through the left leg. Draw the left knee in. Bring the left leg forward into pigeon. Now, if you did that and you're out of breath and you're thinking, wow, that was a lot, you don't have to do it on this next side. If it felt good, do it. Remember, assess and don't push yourself too far. We're not competing. Maybe this time away from one another in our social isolation, and as we're working out more via film and on YouTube. Maybe this will cause us to lose that competition and to just be concerned about our body. That's what this practice is about anyway. You're not comparing yourself to others. No judgment, no competition. So I'm here in my pigeon. I curl through my back toes. I push against the ball of my foot. I lift my leg up. Immediately, I feel that gluteus tighten. I feel the strength being built in that leg. Feel my core contract. Hands under shoulders as I lift the left leg up and bring it skyward in that three-legged dog. Maybe I come to another hip opener, bending through the knee, pushing the sole of the foot to the right, looking up and underneath my left armpit. Breathe. Maybe I stay right there. Maybe I bring that knee in. Maybe I come forward and hover. And then drive back. Maybe I can do that again. Lengthen, bend, hover, extend, open hip. Release that leg back down. Walk the feet to the hands. Uttanasana, forward fold, your slow reverse swan dive. Hands marrying at heart center. Finding balance. Now, if you've noticed that today your balance isn't that great, make sure you have a wall or chair, something to lean or reach out for. Wherever you are, make sure you're safe. Nothing you would fall into and hurt yourself. Now, coming to that flow that a lot of you say you really like, that we've done before, but it's very effective. I'm lifting my left leg up, and then I'm pulling my elbows back, opening up through the chest. And as I do, my knee lifts. And I think of my upper body and lower body working together. So think of as your elbows draw back, your knee lifts more. So as one does one thing, it allows the other to do even more. So pulling the elbows back lifts the knee up. Then extend the arms out. Lengthen the leg out. Then draw the leg back. As you do, release the arms to extend forward into your warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Lift that back leg up if you can, keeping it parallel to the floor, but lift it up as high as you can to parallel it to the floor. Keep your hip bones focused to the floor. And then come on back. Same thing we did it before. Elbows back, knee lifts, opening the chest. Leg extends, arms extend, strengthening the quad. Leg draws back, arms extend out, warrior 3. Maybe from here, I can release my arms slowly to the ground, finding my standing split. Never worried about how high that leg is up there. It doesn't matter, just lift it up. And now here I can practice that strengthening move by coming back into my warrior 3. I have to work against all my body weight to come back up. And then coming back. Bringing the left leg behind the right to slowly fold forward, stretching that hamstring, tightening the core. Modification on Uttanasana, forward fold. Your head dangles, great stretch in the back of the leg. Now release that left leg to be beside the right and come on up. Your slow reverse swan dive. Where are you in thought? Where are you with your heart, with your feelings? What's your mood? Same thing on the opposite side. So now I pick up my right foot. And maybe today this is a challenge in itself, just picking up a foot and balancing. If so, stay right here. Maybe bring the elbows back if you can, to at least bring the arms into play. But if you can, the more you bring the elbows back, lift the knee up, flex through the foot, tighten through the core. Holding here for a moment, building strength in that leg you're on. Then extend, arms and leg. Lifting that leg as much as you can to work that quadricep. Then slowly easing the leg back, extending the arms forward. Keep your hips focused to the floor, your warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Let's do that all again. Elbows draw back, knee lifts, breathe. Leg extends as well as arms. Arm draws back. Leg draws back. Arms flow forward. And remember, I can stay here, my warrior 3, or I can ease down slowly. The slower the better, because I'm really taxing that left leg, strengthening it, putting a good stress on it. Chest presses to upper thigh. Maybe I come into that strengthening move, lifting back slowly. Take your time, lift back to my warrior 3. And that's a lot of work because you are working against all your body weight. So as you're here, coming back up to that warrior 3. Just like anything else, some days it's good, some days it's not. But again, you're in your standing split and you slowly lift up to warrior 3. Then lifting up, right leg behind the left. Full body stretch. Slowly coming down, swan diving down. Core tightens the more I come down. Breathe. Tighten through the core, lengthen through the back, press the chest to the upper thigh. Your slow reverse swan dive lifts you up. Your hands come to heart center. Where are you in your thoughts? Where are you with your feelings? Nice. So we find our way, working back down to the mat. Cross one leg in front of the other and see if you can ease yourself down. If that's good for you, wonderful. If not, fold forward and then bend down. So choose your best way to find yourself, sit bones onto the mat. And then open up through the legs. Press the feet, sole of the feet together. Your cobbler pose or reclining butterfly. So I'm really allowing the legs just to flow out. I want to be mindful to keep my back long. So a good tall position. My navel is drawn back to my spine, really allowing those inner thighs just to stretch here. Should feel good. Now once again, as we assumed at the beginning of class, bring the right leg over the left. And maybe now you're finding yourself coming into it a little deeper. If so, that's great. Just means you're a little warmer. And if not, that's fine too. But usually after you've worked for a while, practiced for a while, I should say, that we find ourselves warmer. We've warmed up the muscles, so we might be able to come a little bit more into it. Maybe here I want to deepen through this posture by taking my left elbow to my right knee, bringing my right elbow behind me, and maybe I just press that arm behind me. and then I come back. Same thing to the opposite side now, my left foot to the outside of my right. And maybe I'm, again, just staying right here. Maybe this is good. Maybe I want to come a little bit deeper, a little more into it by taking that right arm either to hug the leg or a little deeper, pressing against the leg and bringing the left arm behind me into that twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Nice. Give the knees a good hug. Pull them into the chest. And maybe I want to rock back here, being a little easy on myself, come into the mat, but maybe I want to challenge. I can open up through the legs, coming to my boat pose, and then slowly coming down. Full body stretch here. Really lifting through the arms. Extending the legs forward. Full body stretch. Nice. Lift through your right leg. And now allow that right leg to flow over to the left. Your gaze to the right, coming into your twist. Lift on back up. Remember to use your core as you come out of your twist. Don't tax your back here. Same thing on the opposite side now. My left leg lifts and it slowly comes over to the right now. My gaze is to the left. Breathe. This should feel good. If it doesn't, modify. Nice. Again, use your core to lift that leg up. Go ahead and bring both knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Hopefully not your last hug today. Maybe lifting the upper body up to reach towards the lower body. Maybe not. Maybe that's not for you. Maybe I can hug on still to the right leg, lengthening through the left. Maybe I'm hovering that left leg over the floor. Maybe I need to set it down. Maybe I want to come a little deeper into this, grabbing onto the right foot and pulling it towards my face, bringing my right arm underneath the leg as I come into that piriformis stretch, much like our pigeon, but now on our back. Same thing on the opposite side. Hug onto the left, lengthen through the right, maybe hover, maybe rest. Maybe grab onto the foot, coming underneath, stretching that piriformis. And release. One leg down and then the other. Find Shavasana, Yoga Nidra. Take a deep breath in and release that breath out. And as you release that breath, release your body to fall into the position that it feels best in. So allow it to just melt onto the mat. Allow your mind to do the same. Relax. Relax through the facial expressions. Feel yourself releasing, letting go of tension, of tightness, of fatigue and stress. Feel yourself floating into a peaceful, calm rest. Start to allow yourself to bring movement back into the body. Whatever the body wants and needs to move, move, bend, turn, extend. Whatever you need to do, just allow it to find movement and always have gratefulness for movement. And then once you are ready, rotate onto one side or the other, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe that nice deep breath out, press with the opposite hand, pushing yourself up to that seated position where we all started. We're here again on the same mat. We're in the same position. We're in the same place. But we are not the same. Notice your body. Think about the good things you've done for your body in just this little bit of time. You've strengthened, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You've given yourself a chance to reboot, rebuild, and become more resilient. Give yourself time. It's such a present. It is such a gift. Give yourself time to be mindful, to have rest, to find peace. We always end our practice with that simple salutation, namaste. It simply means the light and life in me honors and respects the light and life in you. Namaste.